on the up-and-coming west side in the Home Park neighborhood, my last meal in town. Miller Union is housed in what was previously the Miller Union Stockyards. The history of blood and gore is normally a good place to start, and it has a respected reputation among the Atlanta locavore elite. They are head-to-toe organic, local, seasonal. So, well, we'll talk about Atlanta a little bit. Tell me about this place. Why are we here?
We're here for a couple reasons. One, it's 3 minutes from my studio. So I come here. I'm not going to lie to you. I know it's not the only farm-table restaurant in Atlanta, but it's the best farm-to-table restaurant in Atlanta, and it is consistently the most interesting menu. I've never had a bad dish here, ever.
It's not often I sit down with a respectable and respected Food Network host, but Alton Brown, I guess he fits that description. The kitchen is held down by Chef Steven Satterfield. He grew up in Savannah. He's been a Georgia boy pretty much all of his life. Trained as an architect, he spent many years as a musician while working kitchens on the side, and then, as often happens, fell into the chef trade by default. A simple thing, an egg, but here baked with a fresh cream and celery concoction that sits up like a runny, savory pudding, to be spooned onto or mopped up with bread. Then again, you pretty much had me at egg.
Well, I actually was born in California, but all my family's from North Georgia, and I have been here for the last 15 years.
But 15 years ago, man, it was a different world. I mean, just completely different. And now it's like who's in Stouts knows detail everywhere.
Now people have actually started to look around and say, well, what is it to be Southern again? I could sit here and say, oh, Atlanta's the varsity and the blah, blah, blah. Atlanta doesn't know what it is yet.
For mains, house-made pork sausage, whipped potatoes, cabbage, peppers, celery mustard, and quail with a red-eye gravy, an old-school Southern sauce preparation made by deglazing with coffee, a side of whiskey apples. Oh, that's exciting.
There's the quail. How's it smell?
Oh, that smells good. I love these little birds. Oh, that's nice.
Here's the problem with Southern food. What most people don't want to talk about is they just don't want to talk about race.
Right.
And for so long, the iconic Southern dishes were cooked by blacks for rich whites.
So basically, slavery ends. Nobody knows how to cook.
No,
Knew how to cook.
the passing of knowledge happened only in black families, not in moneyed whites. Or you were poor, but we're really just reckoning with it. Just starting to reckon with it.